Hi Virgo, welcome to your Timeless Tarot Reading. So this is for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you have any of those in your major placements, this is for you. So these are your cards. I have pre-shuffled them so that you didn't have to suffer through that whole thing. Before we get started, I do want to confirm that this is a general reading. This is YouTube. So just know that you may not resonate with every single bit of this reading, and that's okay. You're here for a reason. You clicked on it for a reason. So there is something here for you. You just have to listen all the way through to get to it. You may even resonate with the whole thing. Who knows? So if you are looking for a personal reading where I dig deep into your energies and read that directly, check out the description box down below where I have the link to my Etsy shop where you can place an order for a reading. So also please note that this reading is a general reading as far as topic is concerned. So it could be a love reading, could be a career reading, could be a home life reading, whatever it resonates for you with. So I'll try to keep the wording ambiguous or try to, show different sides of how it could reflect for you. That way then you can consider that for your situation. All right, let's get started. Ace of Swords, okay. Crossed by Seven of Pentacles, okay. And in your head, we've got the Empress Reversed. All right, and in your gut, we've got the Six of Cups. In the past, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And in the immediate future, Two of Swords. Energy surrounding you is the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. Unseen factor of this whole situation is the Star reversed. Hopes and fears, we have the Page of Wands, and the outcome is the World. Okay. So, what we've got here so it feels like, Virgo, you're starting something new, okay? You're starting something new from nothing. You're starting something new. This is your new idea, your new bright idea. This is something that you're just like, hey, this might work. Hey, this might work. And you're just like, yeah, let's try it that way. Let's try to do it this way. Because, swords always talk about the mental. They talk about ideas. They talk about opportunities that can show up for you. So you're like, hey, this might work, because before everything just came to a harsh stop here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is, boom, hard stop. This always makes you think of like Taurus energies with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, where it's like a bull, and you cannot move that bull unless that bull wants to move. Right? So it is very stubborn, stuck energies right here. Like you were just like trapped into, I'm not going to say trapped, I should just say stuck. Like you felt like you couldn't get out. Or you didn't want to get out or something of that sort. And so you've got this new idea. So you're like, okay, I'm going to start moving forward with this right here. And I feel like you have. You're still kind of in the beginning stages though. So like say if this is like a new, business opportunity that you're looking into, you're like, yeah, well, let's try, let's start doing a freelancing thing. I'm just throwing that out here as an example. Let's start doing a freelancing thing. And you see all these great things on, let's say, YouTube, or have experience from other people and everything. You're finding that in the beginning, there's a lot of waiting that you've got to do. You have to wait for some time to go by. And you're just like, oh my God, I am so bored. So bored, and how do I know this is working? And so it's this, I'm going to call it a negative frame of mind. Like you have this idea that it's going to happen immediately. And if this is a business kind of situation that you're looking into, please know that businesses do not jump off the ground and hit, you know, thousands of dollars a month in the first month, usually. They usually don't. I can speak for myself. I've been there. So, in your head here, we've got the Empress Reverse here. This is you going, I don't know if this is going to work. You not being sure about what you're doing, not being sure if this is the right path to go, if it's good for you. You're just like, I don't know if this is going to be the right path for me. And so you're starting to second guess it. You're starting to second guess it because it's not quite panning out the way that you thought it would by this point. So, you know, say you've been doing this for a month and you've got, like, instead of the 10 clients you expected to have, you only have 1 or none. You know, because it all just depends as you tweak things and, you know, and you go forward in your business. So, but you're just like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out or not. I have no idea if this is going to work. But you've got this in your gut here. We've got your gut instinct, the 6 of Cups. You've got the idea that it can work. Deep down in your gut. Your gut's going, you can do this, but you're going to have to relax into it. You're going to have to relax into it and kind of have a childlike mentality about it. A childlike joy in this whole situation, whether it's business or whatever this is for you. Childlike joy in regards to the whole thing. Keep your cup full of love. That's what cups are. Keeping your cup full of love. So that's what your gut is telling you, but your brain is going, I don't know about that. And you're Virgo, so you're very intelligent, right? Very intelligent and everything, and your brain is trying to convince your gut, no, this kind of feels like it's not going to work. But your gut's going, it will. Just calm down, relax a little bit. So what's going to happen here in the first 2 weeks of this reading here, like since you've watched this, typically my readings will go for about 30 days. That's what I set them for, okay? So this is the immediate future. This is like the first couple of weeks of that 30 days. This is you coming to a crossroads. 2 of Swords. Coming to a crossroads. You have to decide what you're going to do with this. Or you're going to come to the point where you're going to feel like you have to. You're going to feel like you have to decide on it. It's like, what am I not seeing? This is where you start like looking around. What am I not seeing that's making this so difficult for me? How can I see the truth? How can I see where everything's at? That way then I'm not living with this. This is just saying to power through it. And have a good mind for it. Have a good attitude in regards to the whole thing. But why? Why is this different than this? What is my gut seeing that I'm not? So you will be addressing that piece. Now, so the energy that's around you, because you may be finding that this is just not for you, right? You may be finding that this is not for you, but you're like, but I really wanted to do this. That's what the gut could be saying too. I really wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this since I was a kid. Anything, whatever it is that you're doing. And so the energy that's surrounding you right now in regards to this situation is we've got the Hangman reversed. This is being really uncomfortable in your situation because you are still hanging upside down, but it's a little bit more comfortable and not as uncomfortable as it was before you started to recognize the situation. This is you starting to see what it is. Starting to see it. Right now, you are okay with it being the way it is right now. You are okay with that. It's kind of like that meme that's out there. It's kind of like that meme that's out there with that one, that dog that's sitting at the table and the room is on fire around him. And he's like, this is fine. This is fine. It's like you know that like right now you're like, I'm telling myself it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Because I wanted to do this for so long. I've wanted to do this for so long. It's fine, but boy, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. So you're not sure. The unseen influence that's in here, we have the Star reversed. A lack of faith that it's going to work. Deep down inside you, you have a lack of faith that it's going to work. Oh. Oh, and so Spirit just said that the lack of faith that it's going to work comes from a deep down thing from your past. Okay? Deep down thing from your past where you feel like you're not worth it. You're not good enough. And unfortunately, that seems to be a big wound, especially for Virgos. I have Virgo rising, so I suffer from the same bullshit. Yes, we all hate it, but the thing is that we have to address it. So we have to address it. We have to understand why we feel that way. What is it that caused us to feel that way in the past? Deep down in the past, you have to find it and acknowledge it, not just shove it back in a corner, okay? Do not just shove it back into a corner in a closet of your mind, because it will just stay there and it will keep popping up for you until you address it. If you address it, boom, yay, understanding is had. And then you don't have to deal with it again, at least not in that particular aspect. So the universe likes to throw it at you in different aspects. It likes to throw it at you in, oh, well, we threw it at her this way. We're going to go this way now. So, yeah, anyway, if you can get rid of them as you go. But anyway, so there is a lack of faith in this. Lack of faith. It might be a lack of faith within yourself that you can do this. You're getting bored, right? You're getting bored. Kind of maybe potentially a self-sabotaging behavior. So look out for that. If that resonates with you, look into that. Try to do the shadow work on why you do that to yourself. What is it that you feel you are not deserving of? And why do you feel you're undeserving? Were you told as a child that you were undeserving? And just answering yes does not solve the problem. You need to actually review the full memory of what happened. You need to review it with somebody you trust in detail so that you can understand and really feel it and see it for what it is so that it doesn't affect you in the future. So hopes and fears here, we have the Page of Wands. You're just hoping that there's some sort of evidence of forward movement in this situation. Some sort of evidence. It could be just like, say you've got one client. Oh my goodness, I got another client. Oh my goodness, I got 2 more clients. Just little bitty baby steps forwards. It would be okay. This is what you're hoping for. I just want to see baby steps forwards. And so then the outcome by the end, we've got the World card. The ending of an old cycle and starting of a new one. So the question goes is that if you decide to continue, say you decide to continue with your path here, you're ending the old stuckness, right? You're ending the old stuckness. If you decide that this is not for you and you're out and nope, I'm going to do something else. End of this cycle, moving on into the next one. All right, let's get some details. All right, so tell me about this Ace of Swords. What is it that Virgo is looking at? Tell me about this. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? All right. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles again reversed. And the Knight of Cups reversed. This is interesting. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. This position never reads reversed, but it sounds like it's reversed. It's like the negative aspect of it. So it's almost like this is the same as that. So the thing is that this new idea came about because something in the past straight up wasn't working and you had left it. You had found that it wasn't your cup of tea, right? Wasn't your cup of tea. It was something that that you had been in love with. That came out funny. You had been in love with. You did like it and enjoyed it, but what happened is that it lost its luster, I guess you could say. Lost its luster, lost any sort of semblance of working, and all the seeds that were planted in the process of that whole thing in the past died. Hard stop with the Knight of Pentacles, right? Hard stop with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Cups reversed means no longer, feeling the love of the situation, no longer feeling enamored with it. All right. Tell me about this Empress reversed here, please. Why is the Empress reversed? Yeah, look at that. Star reversed. We're getting multiple cards that match each other. Star reversed. Yeah, you're losing the faith, man. You're losing the faith. And it's... dig deep into that and see if it's valid for yourself. To see if that's something that you should stick with. Dig deep into it. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here, please? Strength reversed. Oh, okay. I gotcha. This is your vulnerability right here. The Six of Cups. This whole, oh, but I've wanted to do this my whole life kind of thing. This is your, and also past memories. Oh, so this might be just like a whole challenge to your inner narrative story that you tell yourself. And it's just time for one of those from the universe for you. I bet that's what it is. Like what I was talking about with the shadow work and everything. It's like because like stuff from your past is bringing up vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities, things where you don't feel like you're strong. Things that you don't want to show other people. You don't want to show other people that you were hurt or rejected or whatever. It's bringing all that up for you so that you can see it yourself. And this is where you have to figure out whether you want to open your eyes or not. Interesting. Two of Swords. Tell me about this, please. Temperance. This is where you're really looking to seek the balance. And what's nice about this... oh, this is interesting. What I like about the Temperance card and like the Judgment cards and everything, they've got the angels on it, which implies, divine interference. Or divine, not intention, but divine action, divine movement. And so it implies that that's happening. And what's going to happen is it's going to bring to you where you start balancing your own stuff on the inside and trying to balance what it is that is good for you and what moves you forward in your spiritual, because if you're here, you're spiritual. If you're watching tarot, you're spiritual. It moves you forward in your spiritual advancement because that's the ultimate goal in this play, okay? Spiritual advancement. Not money advancement, not life advancement, not love advancement. We want spiritual advancement. So they're going to come forward and give you a little bit of enlightenment. I'm going to say there's going to be maybe a light, like an epiphany that occurs. Okay? There's going to be an epiphany that occurs during this time that you are really starting to do this introspection. It's going to come in and hit you whether you won't like it or not. It doesn't usually happen with Temperance, but it does. It is this time. Coming in to give you the balance. That's fascinating. Moving from one cup to another. Okay. Tell me about this Hanged Man reversed here, please. Oh, 2. Okay. We've got 10 of Pentacles reversed. And we've got Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's like, because remember how I said, this is fine, and you're in a space that's not that great, and you're like, this is fine. That's exactly what this says. 10 of Pentacles reversed is not a good situation, not a very good stable situation, and she's very comfortable in that. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So unseen influences. Tell me about the star card. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords reversed and the Moon. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Unearthing. Yeah, so this losing the faith or lack of faith that you have in here, it has to do with unearthing that which is hidden by the moon. It's in the dark, right? Unearthing that, and because you've buried it. This is the Queen of Swords. She's the rejection. This is essentially the card for rejection. You have rejected what it is and buried that faith. Buried it deep down. Like you're not allowed to have it. Like you're not allowed to have faith in yourself. Why are you not allowed to have faith in yourself? How dare you be self-empowered? How dare you have enough self-esteem? That one kind of strikes actually even me, because that's interesting, because like I remember, like, as I was a kid, we haven't been a Virgo rising, everybody with like major Virgo placements tends to have a situation like in your past where people had told you you have no right to be self-empowered. You have no right to know that you'll be fine. You need to prove to me that you'll be fine. And while, like, say, during childhood, that does have its merits because you don't want them going out into the real world not knowing how to even, like, do their laundry. That has merits as far as that's concerned. But the thing is, I feel like it went a little bit further with that. It went a little bit further for you. It was worse than that. Like, how dare you think that you can outsmart this? All right, tell me about the world, please. Oh, boy, that one hurts, too. Holy smokes, that hurts. Whoever that's resonating for, ooh, that's painful. Ooh, that's painful. Oh, nice. Okay, good. So the outcome. So we've got the World card here, right? So talking about like the end of an old cycle, the start of a new one. When there's endings, there's always beginning. It never just stops. Okay. It never just stops. There's always a new cycle that starts. Always. Always. So, the reason for this is because we've got the Five of Wands reversed and the High Priestess. This is you no longer fighting yourself and sitting within and figuring out what it is that you actually need. Knowing yourself. This woman knows herself. She knows herself for real. So the thing is that this is you knowing yourself and refusing to continue to battle it out within. Awesome. That's really actually a really, really good sign. That's a really good thing, because know thyself. You have to know yourself to be able to know what would work for you. So this is definitely about you figuring out what you have going on the inside, because what if, like, you've been barking up the wrong tree with whatever this is that you're working on. You're finding, God, I don't know if this is going to work out, right? And you keep going to what's in the past. You keep going to something that's in the past instead of trying something new. Because you don't have faith in yourself. Could be something like that. Wow. Okay, that's powerful. So let's get some messages from Spirit here, because that's calling my name here. Let's do this. What's the message here for Virgo regarding this reading, please? What's the message for Virgo regarding this reading, please? Ooh. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. First one. We've got, be careful of compromising yourself just to be connected to someone. You are never alone. If this is a relationship reading for you, this is for you. This right here is someone who knows what the fuck he or she wants. Gender doesn't matter. This is someone who knows what they want, knows what makes them happy, and isn't willing to fight that anymore. And isn't willing to sacrifice themselves for somebody else's happiness. Recognize the need to create healthy space between you and someone who is unhealthy. Jeez, I think this is for everybody who sees this as a love reading or some sort of relationship reading, or it could be a job too. Because it could say someone who is unhealthy, but it could be something that is unhealthy. Don't try to stay connected to a job. Don't try to stay connected to a person. And then, I mean, look at this. Know when to walk away. Look at that. Boy, isn't that fitting, huh? Let's get some lighter advice here from the Rebel deck, which this one that's right on top matches pretty well. Laugh. Excuse me. Yeah, so laughing is always a good thing. All right, so what's the advice for Virgo regarding this reading, please? What's the advice for Virgo regarding this reading? What's the advice for Virgo? Okay. Interesting. Get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. So, that's what this Rebel deck does. It kind of shoves shit in your face. And it's kind of funny. But the truthful message, the deep down inner message for that, it says, get over yourself, pull your shit together. Quit living in your old ego hurts. And if you felt anger at me saying that, that's your ego that's upset with me saying that. That's not you. You actually want to do this. Your ego does not, because the ego doesn't want to be kicked into the background. Egos don't like that. But the thing is that really we're here. That's what we're here for. We're here to see that ego is actually, I'm going to call it a virus within us. It's like a virus. It's not an actual virus, but it's like a virus that causes us to suffer far more than we really should. Because your soul is in control. And when your ego is in control, all you do is suffer. All you do is suffer. All right, Virgo, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I don't know if I felt called to say that. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.